It's that time. You have split ends, your roots have grown out. It's time to get a haircut. For most of us, getting your haircut is a normal routine. You just call in and make an appointment, or walk in, sit down in the chair, and in a few moments, voila, you're done. For most of us, we never stop to think about those who can't get their hair cut. It's something we usually take for granted. Madonna Kaufman, a full-time volunteer for Locks of Love, has a daughter who at the age of 4 was diagnosed with a hair disease called alopecia areata and never got to experience getting her hair cut until she got her hair prosthetic from Locks of Love. This brings me to my topic. Locks of Love, which is a non-profit organization who provides hair prosthetics and wigs to financially disabled children. In the summer of 2007, I myself donated 12 inches to this organization, and it was an overwhelming experience. We will discuss the beginning of Locks of Love, their mission, and the donation process. Let's go back about 15 years ago. In December 1997, Locks of Love got their certification from the IRS. And with a written set of bylaws, they separated from their for-profit retailer. This was spearheaded by Miss Madonna Kaufman, a cardiac nurse who was diagnosed with alopecia areata in her mid-20s from getting a hepatitis vaccine. 15 years later, her 4-year-old daughter was diagnosed with the same disease. And while watching her daughter go through this process, she realized that she needed to quit all her other charity events and become a full-time Locks of Love volunteer. At first, donations were kept in her garage, but later, a hospital donated an office space. And then sometime later, a local manufacturer that made high-quality hair prosthetics became the Locks of Love manufacturer. After all this, Locks of Love got many support from the media by being featured on shows such as Oprah, Jay Leno, and Good Morning America, and also placed ads in national publications such as New York Times and 17 magazine. In the next 15 years, Locks of Love would provide hair prosthetics to recipients in all 50 states and Canada. This brings me to my second point, Locks of Love's mission. Locks of Love's mission statement is to return a sense of self-confidence and normalcy to children suffering from hair loss by utilizing ponytails to provide the highest quality hair prosthetics to financially disabled children. Each recipient gets their hair prosthetic free of charge. Each recipient's medical conditions vary from cancer, burns, and the most often recipients suffer from alopecia areata, which is when the hair follicles shut down. According to www.yahoo.com, 1.7% of the world's population is affected by alopecia areata. That doesn't seem like much, but when there's over 6 billion people in the world, the numbers add up. Locks of Love is needed because most wig retailers only make wigs big enough for adult-sized heads. That is why Locks of Love only provides their hair prosthetics to children under the age of 21 years old, because their heads are not yet big enough to fit adult-sized wigs. Also, most wig retailers make wigs that are attached by glue or some kind of adhesive, which can cause irritation to the scalp or skin. Locks of Love's prosthetics, however, attach to the head with a vacuum-like seal that can only be detached from the wearer themselves by pressing on the sides of their temples. That way, the children do not have to worry about their hair prosthetics falling off. Also, like I mentioned before in the mission statement, Locks of Love uses ponytails from real hair, which brings me to my third point, the donation process. In order to donate to Locks of Love, there are certain rules and regulations that must be followed. First, the minimum donation is 10 inches. You can donate more than that, but you must donate at least 10 inches. Your hair must also be in a ponytail or braid. It is advised that when you put your hair in a ponytail or braid, that you cut above the ponytail holder so that your ponytail stays and that you're getting the full 10 inches. Also, your hair must be clean and dry before you ship it. After you've cut it, Place it in a plastic bag and then in a padded envelope. Also, take note that your hair must not be bleached, and if it has been bleached, it must be grown out completely. Also, Locks of Love does not accept dreads, for they cannot make wigs out of dreads. Locks of Love advises you to get your hair, when you donate, to get your hair cut in your local salon so that you feel more comfortable with donating your hair. So next time you make an appointment, think about donating your hair if you qualify. One appointment can change a child's life forever. I made my decision at 11 years old, and I was overwhelmed when I got my thank you note from Locks of Love saying that a child had received my hair. I advise you to donate, and if you wish to do so, please log on to locksoflove.org to look up the rules and the sign-up sheets. Also, if you decide to donate, please send your donation to 234 Southern Boulevard, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33405-2701. The following information was provided by www.locksoflove.org.